As a man, I'm taught to be masculine, but nowadays also that I should be vulnerable. I don't often express my emotions, so when I do, it means that I really trust you. However, I haven't been taught to express them properly, so they often come out in very unhealthy ways. As a woman, I'm told that I'm worthy of feeling special and loved, but also that I'm independent and don't need a man. The way you express your emotions doesn't make me feel loved. It makes me feel like I have to take care of you, and I'm already so overwhelmed trying to take care of myself. I feel like I'm being punished for honesty. My emotional needs are not being met, so I'll react with frustration, insecurity, or even infidelity. I feel like I'm being manipulated to feel guilty for your problems. I'll cope by ending things, seeking out emotionally unavailable men, or just not bothering to date, because I'd rather not feel love at all than feel like I'm being controlled. I feel so unfairly treated for what was genuine love. I don't want to be vulnerable again, so I'll either just become a fuckboy or not bother dating. Everyone's got baggage, what's the point?
Do you want to know one way to kill all attraction? Fellas, let's talk. Telling a woman how you feel after she did some disrespectful stuff to you. If she's your girlfriend, that's different. But if you're talking to a woman and let's just say she bails on your date, and you text her, hey, I really don't appreciate you bailing on me. I washed my car. I got new clothes. Like, you really made me feel bad. She doesn't give a fuck. Even the feminists and the they, thems, they would agree with me. As a man, you're supposed to be logical and rational. If she bails on you, you do nothing. You move on with your life. Then when she comes back around, then you say, listen, you bailed last time. What are you going to do to make it up to me? If she's all like, make it up to you, tell her to kick rocks and keep moving on with your life, king. Let's go.
Reasons men prefer to be single rather than date.
Because statistically, dating apps are much worse for men. The financial burden of dating is much higher on men. The amount of options that a single man has is usually much lower than the options a single woman has. Men who have a lot of options actually prefer to stay single because if they only want to hook up, they can hook up without real relationship. If a man is extremely busy with his career, it's probably easier to not date and get distracted by talking to multiple women at once than it is to just work. There's a huge percentage of attractive women that think that all men are trash and that men aren't dateable, and we're kind of sick of hearing that. And let me close by saying, if you think that this is a video just saying that dating is only hard for men, that's not what my channel is about. Dating's hard for everybody. This is just an example for why it's hard for men.
Quick tip for men that probably nobody's ever told you, because I'm an expert. Yeah, fellas, when you're in the early stages of the talking phase, I don't know why you feel the need to disclose this sort of information. And don't act like you never said it before. Made a joke out of it. Ladies, don't act like you've never had a guy say this. See, you just started talking to somebody and you guys are bantering back and forth, Conversation's getting a little spicy. Guys, you think that this is your cue to make this comment. Unsolicited. She didn't ask. Are we curious? Yes. But there is no need to make the comment that your manhood is small. Itty bitty. No, you don't have to say it. The expectations are not lowered. Ultimately, most of us don't really care. Maybe some do, but most of us don't. When you feel the need to make the comment that God blessed you with a chicken nugget for your pleasure soldier, that tells us one of two things. A, you're very proud of your almighty eggplant. Or B, your lack of confidence thinks that by mentioning it just might lower our level of disappointment. What this really does, we now have the expectation that the King of Persia is gonna come out and play. So here's my advice. Keep it a mystery. You let us be the judge.
The number one mistake men make with hot women. You don't approach them because you assume they don't want you to. So you reject yourself before they have a chance to. But women are actually dying to be approached.
These are 4 dating rules in the dating world that every man should follow. Number 1, it is the guy's job to plan the date, schedule the date, and follow up with the date. Is it fair? No, but that's just how it is initially.
So you want to know if size matters? Well, you're not the only one because I get asked this question all the time, and the answer might surprise you. In reality, size does not matter anywhere near as much as people think it does. People talk about it all the time, and in reality, it only matters to a few people some of the time. I can tell you that it doesn't matter to me at all. What really matters in the bedroom is your ability to connect with a woman, your level of presence, your ability to read her body language, your own self-confidence. Studies regularly show that women who are with men that are small to average size report higher levels of sexual satisfaction than women who are with men who are really big. And this could be for a variety of reasons. It could be that men who are really big aren't paying attention to some of these other things because they think that they're big and that's all that women want. The reality is that the more you develop your other skills, the better lover you'll be. So I highly recommend you focus your time and energy on that, and I will help you.
No secret that nice guys have it rough when it comes to dating and attracting women. And it's not because there's something inherently wrong with them. It's mainly because unconsciously or consciously, they shoot themselves in their own foot by doing certain things that automatically kill their chances with women. I'm Marnie, and from here on out, I'm going to be your personal wing girl. Every week, I'll give you the no BS insider information about what women really want. So here are the 6 major mistakes nice guys make that you must avoid. Number 1, trying to be liked. Nice guys try hard to impress the girl they like. They feel the urge to do whatever it takes to gain approval because they doubt the girl will like them for their real authentic selves. This leads them to do things like boasting about their income, complimenting the girl even when they don't really mean it, canceling plans with friends to go meet her, paying for stuff all the time, whether it's a movie ticket or a dinner or at a fancy restaurant, suppressing their own likes and dislikes and agreeing with whatever.
Okay, dating older men and why it's better.
They know where the clit is.
Take care of you. Play games. Straight up, direct, and uber confident. Not to mention the life advice and helping you with issues that they struggled with in their 20s.
Here's some advice for men dating women that I shouldn't have to give. Women are people. That's right, full-fledged human beings. Treat them that way and you'll have much more success.
Imagine we're on the date. What I'd say is, can you guess my aftershave? Is it Calvin Klein or Hugo Boss?
I'd say Calvin Klein.
Okay, and whatever she says, you're like, okay, very good. But then I'll go, okay, so I'm going to guess yours. And what I'll do is I'll put my hand here, and I'm going to smell here, and I'm going to brush like my lips around here, and I'll be like, I don't know what it is, but it smells fucking good. I'm going to pull my head back and look at her in the eye, and if she flinches, then I won't kiss her. But if she doesn't, if it's like here.
If you're about to ask a girl out on a date, do not, and I repeat, do not ask her, where would you like to go, sweetie? No. You find out a day she's free, whatever day that be. You call a place, you book it, you make a reservation, and you just let her know, 7 o'clock, this place, I'm picking you up. That's all. That is all.
Women never like the nice guy. A woman's instinct is to want a man who makes her feel safe.
And this is where a lot of women get it wrong. Because a guy can be nice and also protective of his girl. This is why so many girls struggle with dating and finding the right guy, because guess what? The term nice guy is deemed as a bad thing. So if you're looking for a guy that is going to make you feel safe, maybe go after someone that's nice and respectful.
The hard truth about dating for men. Women aren't looking for you to be nice, they're looking for you to be congruent, which means if you are doing things because you're looking for something in return, like buying dinner, sending a text message, asking how her day is, and you really don't care, they can pick up on that subconsciously. The hard truth about dating for men. Women aren't looking for you to be nice, they're looking for you to be congruent, which means if you are doing things because you're looking for something in return, like buying dinner, sending a text message, asking how her day is, and you really don't care, they can pick up on that subconsciously.
I made a video recently about how to get over your fear of rejection. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. But this one's going to be about how to hit on a woman. So what you want to do is just go up to her, reach out to her, talk to her. It really doesn't matter so much what you say first, but there are a couple of guiding things that you can do to make it better. So if you see a woman in person, just go up to her and say, hey, I noticed you and I wanted to introduce myself. My name is. That's it. Very simple. And then you watch how she reacts. So it's really important when you're in person in particular to watch her body language and see if she's into it or not. If you push and she's not into it, then you're more likely to get a negative response that might be painful. So if you read her body language, when you go up and introduce yourself and she turns towards you, she's smiling, her body's open, that's a really good sign, and you can continue talking to her. If she's more closed and kind of looking around the room, looking like she's wanting to escape, just say, it was nice to meet you, and walk away.
The fact
that you have no idea what it fucking costs for me to look this good and go on a date.
And honestly, we don't really care. If you want to talk about the finances of dating, and I think a lot of men can sympathize with this, how many dates have you gone on with somebody that just didn't go anywhere, you wasted your money, and the reason why men paid is because there's some perpetual idea that men owe you something and that men should be paying for you. The fact of the matter is this. You chose to spend $400 on your hair, on your makeup, doing all these things to your body that you chose to do. And women always say, I did it for me. So cool, if you did it for you, then why are you yelling at men, single men, who you've called useless in your video because you chose what to do with your body? The fact of the matter is, you're frustrated with men and you need to take ownership for what's going on in your dating life, not blame men for that.
But like, I just want to use you for your body. Wait, why do I like him so much?
Fellas, okay, listen, a lot of girls think like that, okay? They do. However, I'm not going to teach you guys toxic tips. I'm going to give you guys some honest game on how to be her best option. Number one, have at least one or two other options. When you have one option, you tend to act clingy. And when you act clingy, she's coming to Chad and Tyrone, me. Number two, have something that actually takes your time away from texting these bitches. Gym, your job, hobbies. Dude, find something where you're not sitting there texting her all day. Use the phone to set the date and see her on the date. Quit all this communication back and forth. And number three, chill out on the compliments. Women don't desire compliments from niggas they don't like. So if you just met her, save it, king. Lastly, self-plug right here. Speed.
Number one mistake men make on first dates. You forget to touch her. I know it can be scary, but without physical chemistry, you're just a friend.
Things I wish I knew about women as a teenager. If you get rejected, don't take it personal. It's just a part of life. Move on to the next girl. Never ever be a woman's buddy. If she wants you to be her buddy, she just simply rejected you but wants to let you down softly. The quiet girls are generally the best ones to date. A girl should always compliment your life, and she should not be the focus of your life. You're gonna have a hard time dating in your teenage years and your early 20s. You are not in your prime as a man. This is the time for you to work on yourself, so in your 30s, you will be in your sexual prime. Young girls 18 to 25, they're not looking to settle down, guys, at least most of them. Most of them are just looking to have fun. Understand this and use this to your advantage. Women love a good mystery. By you telling her everything, you are simply killing her attraction because she no longer gets to solve the mystery. Never fold on your principles as a man, no matter how beautiful the woman is. Always hold ground.
Have you ever noticed guys with girlfriends tend to have more girls around him? Or maybe you've noticed yourself when you've gotten into a relationship, all of a sudden, all these girls want to start talking to you. Are you thinking about giving instead of taking? And when people feel that, that's when you get what you want.